You bought the supplement, you read the label, you take it every day, but your results are underwhelming. Your focus isn't sharper, your energy hasn't changed, and you're starting to wonder if the whole thing was a waste of money. Before you give up, there's something most people never consider, and it has nothing to do with which supplement you're taking. It has everything to do with when you're taking it. Supplement timing is one of the most overlooked variables in cognitive performance, and getting it wrong doesn't just reduce effectiveness. In some cases, it actively works against you. Here's what the research actually says. Mistake 1. Taking fat-soluble nootropics on an empty stomach. Not all supplements absorb the same way. Some are water-soluble. Others are fat-soluble, meaning they require dietary fat to be properly absorbed into the bloodstream. The most common fat-soluble nootropics include lion's mane mushroom, Bacopa monnieri, ashwagandha, and most omega-3 formulations. When you take these on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning before breakfast, your body has no fat present to facilitate absorption, a significant portion of what you paid. For passes through your system without being absorbed, a 2015 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that fat-soluble compounds absorbed up to 3 times more. Effectively, when taken with a meal containing healthy fats compared to a fasted state, the fix is simple. Take fat-soluble nootropics with a meal that includes eggs, avocado, nuts, or olive oil, not after. With Mistake 2. Taking stimulant-based supplements too late in the day. Caffeine is the most widely used cognitive enhancer in the world. L-theanine, tyrosine, and several adaptogenic compounds also have stimulant or activating properties. Here's the problem. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours in the average adult. That means if you take a caffeine-containing supplement at 2 in the afternoon, half of that caffeine is still active in your system at 7 or 8 in the evening, directly interfering with your ability to fall asleep and reach deep sleep stages. And this matters enormously for cognitive performance, because memory consolidation happens during sleep. If your sleep is fragmented or shallow because of afternoon supplementation, the cognitive gains you're chasing during the day are being erased at night. Dr. Matthew Walker, neuroscientist and author of Why We Sleep, has extensively documented how even small amounts of caffeine late in the day measurably reduce slow-wave sleep, the deepest, most restorative stage. The rule: any stimulant-based supplement should be taken before noon. For most people, before 10 in the morning is ideal. Mistake 3. Taking adaptogens at the wrong time for your goal. Adaptogens are a class of compounds, including ashwagandha, rhodiola rosea, and holy basil, that help the body regulate its stress response. They work by modulating cortisol levels and supporting the hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal axis. But here's what most people miss. Adaptogens don't all work the same direction. Ashwagandha is primarily calming. It lowers cortisol and supports parasympathetic nervous system activity. Taking it in the morning, when your body's natural cortisol pulse is at its highest and most beneficial, can actually blunt the alertness response you need to start your day. Rhodiola rosea, on the other hand, is activating. It increases dopamine and serotonin availability, improving mental stamina and reducing fatigue. Taking rhodiola at night can interfere with sleep. The general framework: ashwagandha, take at night or with dinner. Rhodiola rosea, take in the morning or early afternoon. Lion's mane, take in the morning. With food containing fat, timing your adaptogens to align with their mechanism of action isn't a minor detail. It's the difference between the supplement working and not working. Mistake 4. Inconsistent timing day to day. Many nootropics, particularly Bacopa monnieri, lion's mane, and phosphatidylserine, are not acute compounds. They don't produce noticeable effects from a single dose. They work through cumulative, gradual neurological changes that develop over weeks of consistent use. A 2016 review in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology confirmed that Bacopa monnieri requires a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily use before measurable improvements in memory and cognitive processing speed become apparent. Your supplement at different times each day, or skipping days irregularly, disrupts the consistency that these compounds depend on. Your brain builds and integrates neurological changes on a schedule. Inconsistent supplementation is like starting and stopping a workout program every few days. The adaptations never fully develop. The habit: take your nootropics at the same time every day. Pair them with an existing habit: your morning coffee, your breakfast, your first glass of water, so timing becomes automatic. Mistake 5. Not accounting for interactions with caffeine. This one catches a lot of people off guard. Certain nootropics, particularly racetams and high-dose B vitamins, can amplify the effects of caffeine unpredictably. Others, like l-theanine, intentionally modulate caffeine's effects by smoothing out the stimulant curve and reducing jitteriness. If you're taking a nootropic stack alongside caffeine without understanding how the compounds interact, you may be creating effects you didn't intend, including anxiety, irritability, elevated heart rate, or paradoxically, reduced focus from overstimulation. The safest approach: introduce one new supplement at a time, observe its effects over 1 to 2 weeks before adding another, and be aware of how your stack interacts with your existing caffeine intake. If you're currently taking multiple supplements simultaneously and can't tell what's working, the answer isn't to add more. It's to simplify, time correctly, and observe. The gap between a supplement that works and one that doesn't isn't always the supplement itself. Most of the time, it's the timing. Fat-soluble compounds need food. Stimulants need a morning cutoff. Adaptogens need to be matched to their mechanism. Cumulative nootropics need consistency, and stacks need to be built thoughtfully. Get the timing right, and the compounds you're already taking may work significantly better than you expected. If you want to go deeper on which specific nootropics are worth your time and money, the link to our full review is in the description below. See you in the next one. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your supplement routine.